What causes the permafrost thaw? Well, permafrost is a layer of ground that has been 32 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 2 years and prevents plants and animals from decomposing. Permafrost also has more organic carbon than humans have ever released altogether. Cause of the thaw is the rising temperatures due to global warming. Due to the fact that permafrost is ice, if the temperature increases, it's going to thaw out. As the thawing happens, carbon dioxide is released, which increases the temperature, which quickens the thawing process. The diagram shown is a representation of what I just described, but in more detail.
Permafrost has been around for thousands of years. During the last ice age, it stretched much farther south and was thicker and more stable due to global temperatures. Over time, it locked away huge amounts of carbon from plants and animals that never fully decomposed. Today, that's changing fast. Rising global temperatures are causing permafrost to thaw, especially in the Arctic, which is warming twice as fast as the rest of the planet. This thaw releases carbon dioxide and methane, fueling even more climate change. It's also damaging ecosystems, infrastructure, and creating unstable landscapes called thermokarst. Scientists warn that if warming continues, up to 70% of the near-surface permafrost could vanish by 2100 with major impacts for the planet.
Burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas for electricity, heating, and transportation releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This increase in greenhouse gases intensifies the natural greenhouse effect, leading to higher global temperatures. As a result, glaciers and polar ice caps melt more rapidly, sea levels rise, and extreme weather patterns such as heat waves, storms, and floods become more common and more severe. Deforestation significantly contributes to this problem. When forests are cleared for agricultural or urban development, the carbon stored in trees is released into the atmosphere. At the same time, the loss of tree cover reduces Earth's ability to absorb excess CO2, compounding the effects of emissions from other sources. This dual impact accelerates climate change and disrupts habitats and countless species that depend on it for their survival. Human agriculture and industrial activity also release other potent greenhouse gases, like methane and nitrous oxide. Practices such as livestock farming, rice cultivation, and the use of nitrogen-based filters intensify the release of these gases. Combined with overconsumption, waste, and pollution, these human actions are reshaping the planet's climate systems, causing widespread damage to ecosystems and threatening the balance of life on Earth.
Permafrost helps out humans, the ecosystem, and our Earth, and all three are affected if it starts thawing. Due to permafrost containing frozen water, the thawing of it also thaws the water. This water holds together loose soil and earth, which can erode away more easily once the water's support has diminished. On hills, this loose soil can turn into landslides that can take out buildings at the bottom. Towns built on permafrost are used to the foundations being solidified from the frozen water deep in the soil. Roadways and underground structures in the area would not be adapted to the loosened ground, causing damage and collapse that could lead to millions of dollars worth of repairs. An event such as this would create traffic jams and likely prevent people from getting to work, causing a sudden and unexpected change in people's schedules. The permafrost in the soil prevents water above it from passing through it, so when it melts, the water in places such as wetlands and lakes soaks through. The animal habitats that were once there are now gone from the area's loss.
What are some solutions to this problem? There are multiple ways to solve this, some of them being reducing industrial emissions, having better sustainability, and using renewable energy sources. Focusing on just one of those solutions would be using renewable energy. We already use solar panels and wind turbines, but things like promoting energy conservation and replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy are all ways to help the thaw. An organization called Permafrost Pathways is working hard to help with the problem. Their course of action is to use a monitoring network to track the progress of the thaw. On their website, it shows an interactive diagram that represents a projected amount of permafrost around the world as of 2022 and of the loss of it due to climate change. The light parts on the diagram are the parts that have thawed out. Another organization is the IPA, also known as the International Permafrost Association. Their mission is to promote research towards permafrost and to support the activities of the researchers in these roles.